favorite superhero?
Me.
Oh, you're gonna put me on the spot. Yeah, I know it's gonna sound gay, but that's okay. Spider-Man has always been my favorite character.
Oh, superhero. Yeah, you know, he did some comic books and some movies. Favorite superhero right off the bat. I don't know why I thought Superman right off the bat, so I'm going with Superman.
I got so many, but honestly, the first one that comes to mind, Batman.
So, I mean, really, honestly, I guess mine is the best.
Who's your favorite villain?
Who's my favorite villain? Me.
Thanos. And those two characters have nothing in common.
Doesn't have to be comic book.
Right. Come on. Oh, God, I was thinking something would just come right to me. Next.
You and George Takei are the only two people who have not come up with a villain.
Right away?
Yeah, George Takei said, let me think about it, and never answered.
Oh, George Takei, oh my. Really? He's on Howard Stern all the time. He can't be all bad.
Kind of cliche, I gotta go Joker. Again, just not someone who has no choice but to be that character.
Man, you know, life has a way of like showing you meeting new people and meeting old people again in the right time when you need to understand things. You know that saying, life provides you a teacher when the student is ready, you know. Maybe that's not the correct quote, but you know, essentially, I feel like I'm pretty open to, you know, I'm pretty stubborn, but at the same time, I'm pretty open to learning my lessons and letting people come into my life. There's lots of heroes around me. I mean, really, there's lots of heroes. I think the important thing for me is not to focus on one hero too much, because when you put people on pedestals, you're bound to be, you know, disappointed at some point. So just let everybody look. Everybody is human. Everybody has the duality of light and dark.
You know what? To be honest, it's changing. I don't know anymore. I have to rethink that one now. Kind of trying to pull for myself, to be honest. So I've done that too much, where I look up to other people and I've been let down because I think I hold them up too high. So now I'm going to try it a little different.
Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody makes great decisions and comes through at the nick of time, you know, and you have to be open to it all, I think. You know, I think it's a cliche to say that your parents inspire you and influence you, but of course they do, you know, but I think mostly the people that I've walked with the longest in the trenches, fellow artists and my lady and, you know, the brothers that are always there, those are the heroes, you know. In my immediate life, I can look around and see a lot of heroes that are doing greater good in larger scales or different scales or out of my community, but, you know, for the most part, it's like the people in my immediate life are my heroes, I guess, because without them, I wouldn't have a life.
Oh, my little boy. My son, Tommy. Keeps me moving.
I gotta go with my parental units. My mother's an amazing healer. My dad's a warrior. My dad's a firefighter. And in many ways, quite literally to me, a superhero, because there's so many, we've had conversations of dozens of people. He shows up, saves the day, they never see his face, he checks up on him, they have no idea. He's even done that when he's not at work. He's just always somehow finds himself at the right place, at the right time, and someone gets saved by him. And at the end of the day, they'll go on with their life, and they have no idea who just pulled them out of a building, who just pulled them out of a twisted car. And he's been known to do that. He's literally pulled car doors off of a car, saved someone. She never found out his name. And as far as my mother, she was the one that healed him. I mean, he's had 2 broken backs. She healed everyone in our family, an insane light worker, just so potent, so powerful. And between the 2 of them, they really encompassed what I thought the potential of a human being was. He was completely, and still is, completely selfless, completely honorable. and she sees the good in everyone, you know, first and foremost, and she brings that out between the two of them. I've never met anyone who wasn't affected by their presence, so definitely my parents. They're the ones, they're the responsible for how I am today, you know. They make me want to be like them, so totally them all the way.
A real life hero, I'd have to say my dad. That's the first thing that comes to mind. My dad was very inspirational and all being creative, backed me up with the movies, art, music, whatever I wanted to do. He was my first cameraman when I did my first Western. He said, I'll do it. Yeah, and my mom did the makeup. My sister was an extra. It was like, whatever you want, son. Let's just do it. And it was really fun. I still look at those movies and feel it. But he's my real life hero. I wish he was still around to see this. That would be something. King Ghidorah, villain. The three-headed monster, King Ghidorah. He's always evil.
Excellent. Glad you thought of one.
George Takei, eat me. He probably would. Shit. Oh my.
Petra Gallery, 1151 and 1149 South Robertson, just north of Pico, south of Olympic, LA, 90035. We also got the salon next door, which is our social club / tattoo parlor.
Why expand the gallery? Exactly. Well, the building next door I looked at originally, and there was tons of work that had to be done, and the rent was twice as what this was over here. So I said, I'll start small. If I have to, I'll expand. And so somebody else rented the building, did all the work, and went out of business. So I talked to the landlord. They couldn't finish their lease, and they got the place. It was just a little more than this. So I said, I'll take over the lease. Why not? I have it. And then we were talked about having a tattoo parlor.
There's a salon, and there's also Mordida de Culebra, which is our tattoo studio in the back. That's Mordida de Culebra, which is bite of snake. That is our private little room with Samara Hathaway, our tattoo artist.
And then, you know, the office and the storage, and it's just a different space. Let's make it more like a social club. We can put all merchandise and stuff over there, and this will turn back into just strictly a gallery, an art gallery. And we can change every month. And now we do 2 shows a month. So it turns out we doubled our vision, we doubled our shows. It just made sense. It made sense at the time, and it's paying off big time. It's beautiful over there. I love it. But I feel like this is my original little space over here, so I kind of hibernate back there behind my desk. Yeah, I know. I like the way it feels in here. I love next door too. I really do. And the air conditioners are much better back here. I'll go over here. Snake bite. I'll be over there in the air conditioner.